What's going on, guys? I'm just gonna start off by saying this is gonna be a multiple day video, so I'm gonna be like changing stuff probably. So that thing I was telling you guys about, that cool special thing, is I'm gonna be making my own carbon fiber, and I had a first little attempt at it and failed just because I tried to do what I could with what I had, and I didn't have enough yet. But I tried to attempt those rear splitter pieces that I had on my bumper. I tried to make a skin for one of them. So what I did was used this bottom side for a template, and obviously I didn't make it thick enough and I didn't have a releasing agent, but you can see kind of how it's going to turn out. The texture, or not the texture, but the like the pattern, like in that corner there, like this area right here, that's what the quote-unquote forged carbon fiber is. So I've got the, I guess, method right as far as the look of it. I just didn't have like the releasing agent to get it off. So obviously when I went to peel it, it just like, it kind of ripped and it looks like vinyl almost. So that's failed attempt one. Now, what I'm gonna be doing is using this molding clay, and this is some stuff I just got off of Amazon. It's called DOS. It's just called molding clay. This is what it looks like right here. So what I've done so far is, obviously I want to do these C-pillars, so I've got the clay all formed around it. So what it's supposed to do is harden in the air, and that's what I'm going for. So that's gonna be my mold. And then I have this stuff on the way called Partle paste, which I saw it on another video on YouTube. And that's basically like a wax that turns into a plastic. So then it basically releases the resin and the carbon fiber a lot easier. So hopefully I won't have that tearing effect now. And the other reason why that was so thin is because I wanted to be conservative with my resin, because this is all I've got right here. There's 2 parts of epoxy and 1 part of hardener, so it's 2-to-1. This is my carbon, which I don't really want to open it, but it's basically a shredded, or like, I think that's how you would consider it. It's like basically if you took a twill weave of carbon fiber, like a sheet, and just cut it all up in small bits. That's why it looks all broken and stuff. So it's just full of basically carbon fiber shavings. But I just wanted to start out by telling you guys kind of the backstory of what it is, and what it'll be in processes, because I've not done it before. So I'm gonna let this mold happen, and then I'll film like doing the resin and all that stuff. So hopefully it works. I've got a good feeling after at least seeing what that looked like, even though it was all mangled and stuff. I think with the right amount of hardener and the right releasing agent, I'll be able to put some pretty cool pieces out there. So stay tuned for it. This is still the same video as the carbon fiber stuff. I just wanted to quickly show around the new garage. Not much, but it's new, so this is probably where I'll be filming a lot now. So last time you saw me, you saw the back side of these. Well, here we've got our mold now for the C-pillars. I needed the Partle paste, got that. So I'm getting ready to just go for it. Wipe down the insides of the molds, make sure they're clean. I'm gonna apply like 3 or 4 coats of Partle paste on the molds, and then I'll get to putting the resin and the carbon down, and it's just gonna be a waiting game after that. So I'll probably just go ahead and time lapse it. I've done the Partle paste. Can't really tell anything different about it. So now, two parts, let's see, 2 parts of epoxy, 1 part hardener, and then sprinkling in the carbon bits, and you'll see what it looks like. I'm going to try and keep all of it inside the edges here. Like you can see like a real sharp edge right there. I'm gonna try and keep it just right there, which I know is gonna be tough. But I feel like the easier, or the more I keep it confined in those areas and not outside of it, the easier it might be to pull it out. Maybe. No, probably. I'll probably overlap it actually. Yeah, because if I go ahead and overlap it here, and just make sure I really stuff it into these cracks. If I get it over here, that means when it hardens, I can probably pull it out easier. So I guess I'll try that. This is all new to me, and I'm just trying it out. So we'll see what happens. I'm gonna time lapse it again. The time lapse stopped for some reason, so I don't know how much you guys saw of it, but this is what we're working with right now. Which obviously this is the bottom side, but you can kind of get a gist of what it will look like. This side's a little bit more messed with, so the pattern's not like perfect. Like it won't look exactly like that, but it's kind of the same. So now all I have to do is let it set for like, it says 24 hours, but it'll probably end up being longer than that. So shout out to me as well for making this huge mess. When I opened the tube, it freaking went everywhere. So yeah, I will hopefully be taking this off in like a day or maybe 2 just to be safe. It might honestly be better to take it out while it's still a little bit soft. I'm not really sure. I'm kind of nervous that it's going to get stuck and I'm not going to be able to use them. So hopefully that won't happen, but you'll see what it looks like. Dude, you guys have no idea how freaking excited I am right now. It took like a while and I thought I was going to have to break the mold completely because I couldn't get it unstuck. And this isn't even final product, but look at this shit. Like, that's so sick. Like, obviously I have some to trim, but look at that, dude. Like, I made that. That's crazy. Like, I think it's gonna work. So I think what I'm gonna have to do is, since my mold's kind of rough, I think I'm gonna have to just kind of work with them, get them all smooth, and then clear coat them, which I'm completely fine with that because that just adds to the structure and the shine. The stuff that I used for a mold is probably not the best, but like I said, this is the first time I've ever tried, so I need to find out maybe a little bit better of a mold. But I think what I can do is just, trim the edges how I want them to look, and then as long as I get the surface smooth, or even if I don't, I can just like completely bury the crap out of them with clear coat, like automotive paint, and that'll definitely like completely take care of all the little divots and stuff. So yeah, I tried to smooth it, I tried to buff it, but it just wasn't working as much as I wanted it to. But what I did was sprayed water on it so you can see through all the blemishes pretty much. But you can see like that's exactly what I was going for, like look wise. I just need to perfect my mold. So probably just continue this on to doing the clear coat. Long time later after I first started filming this, but the last time you guys saw, I'd just broken these out of the molds, and as you can see, these are what I went off of, the molds and the template, and I basically shaved them down with a grinder, basically like an electric sander is what I used. And you can see the shape is pretty on point there. And the other one looks just like this. I just got done with it though. So now basically I'm gonna just clean this up and I'm gonna put a clear coat on it. And we're gonna see what it looks like final product. So I'm pretty stoked. It's only been, like a few months, and I finally got these C-pillar pieces done, and they look super good. Not terrible for my first try on custom carbon fiber, I guess you could call it. I got them all buffed up. I don't know what was the last part of the video I left off on. Like I said, it's been a few months, so I went ahead and just buffed the clear coat after I sprayed it, and they're installed now. So I'm really stoked with how they look. I could definitely do better in the future, but for first try, really not too bad. So I'll probably be making a couple other small pieces, so stay tuned for those. Hope you like the look. I think they're pretty cool. I'm stoked. See you in the next video.